Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by a third-round pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma State. It's Mason Rudolph.
And when Mason Rudolph is on the field, sometimes the scouting reports have to be revised a little bit because often quarterbacks like to throw short to get a rhythm. For Mason Rudolph, he loves the deep fade and he loves the deep post pattern. Anything over the top, those are his favorite shots downfield, and that's what gets him comfortable.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Rudolph looking to throw it. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very... The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and production off the charts while he was in school. And also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
Going play action. Ritter. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
7 yards there and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Ready?
Back to Robinson now on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Ready?
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Ready?
Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The quick slant caught. Now he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Here we go. Opposite. Green. Next red.
Robinson is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal. And they said,
Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point forthcoming. Oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, but this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
it is a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now, having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Quick. Yellow.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And that is incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to...
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Harris. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Rudolph now to throw. Got his man, it's Warren. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Any team that runs the toss, that runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris.
Holding offense. Can't do that.
James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there.
Still 1st down.
Here's Rudolph. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Yellow, one, ready, go.
Again, it's Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played. Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, 63 yards. And the Falcons are able to add on to that lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. He's piloted 2 drives so far, and unfortunately not very well piloted. Both led to interceptions. Now they're facing the deficit. Another touchdown after that previous pick. Starting over here, 1st and 10. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Just a gain of a yard there. Now it'll be 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Ritter will set up to throw it. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Ritter now. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Koo knocks this one through the post. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime, and what a happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, give him a chance to try and throw something.
Rudolph loses the football. It's out. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defense. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Complete to Drake London. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down. Here we
The
go.
false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Ritter. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Check right. Opposite. Green. Smith red.
Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
3rd and long now. Ritter. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
2nd and 10. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he's got room. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game. And it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon.
There he goes left side. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still. Gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
On third down, it's Prescott. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Bud Dupree in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Kyle Pitts. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. To throw is Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st down. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Here's Pollard again. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bud Dupree. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready. At their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gather the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Prescott. This is caught. It's close. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action now, Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. On play action, here's Ritter. Over the middle, caught by London. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20. Ritter back to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And now the rookie's free. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ritter looking to throw on first and 10. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Chauncey Golston gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 all to return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. They're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. Well, no sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, 3rd quarter, ready to go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing. Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 108 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They'll run forward with Pollard. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Pollard. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try to help against the run.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Ritter to throw it. And he will go down. Cowboys sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. Back to throw here. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. officially that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard.
You see the numbers, all those carries. If you get that many carries in the drive, you better finish it with a touchdown, and he did.
Yeah, and deservedly so, right? Because we've seen times like the Carolina Panthers, sometimes Jonathan Stewart to carry the ball the way down, and then Cam, he's such a great goal line runner, he'll carry it in. But in this case, though, that didn't happen. The fellow lugging the load, he's the one who got to reap the reward.
Yeah, there was no touchdown vulture here.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And he gets it down to the 32. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Switch, yellow, one.
Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Back to throw. Ritter. Got London on a slant.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Oh, an absolutely filthy joke. He's got some space now. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
On the set. Ready?
Here's Ritter.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they had a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Ritter with another throw on 2nd down.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
3rd and long now. Ritter. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with a run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6.
Left side to Lamb.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's London.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards, 1st down Atlanta. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Robinson up the middle.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Ready.
Robinson is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
When we say the game's on the line, I don't think we're overstating it here. These next few plays could very well decide this one. Advantage defense there on 1st and goal as they're able to get in and force the loss on that play.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Robinson with another carry.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance of 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits 0s. And I don't think that discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo.
This for the lead in the final stages.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So Dak and the Cowboys down 13-10, a little over a minute to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Now Dak
Into the hands of Cooks. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the left.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do. Too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Come on, set.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
Let's go now.
Charles, in these lower scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They played turnover